What's up guys and welcome back to another one of our videos. Today we are going to be taking you to Langkawi with us. We have spent over more than 2 months here and we are going to take you with us to one of our favorite places here. Langkawi has really been a beautiful destination. It's the perfect place for expats, nomads, and it's the must-see place that you will need to be visiting whenever you are going to Malaysia. On number 7 I have the Seven Wells. The Seven Wells is one of the biggest mountains on Langkawi, and for the hikers under us you can also choose to hike up all the way to the highest point. It will take you at least 2 to 3 hours to get up there, but it's really beautiful. And for those of you that want to take it a bit easier, you can go to level 2 or level 3, which has two really great waterfalls to spend the afternoon, chill a bit and enjoy the cool and refreshing water because it's going to get really hot these days. Pro tip from us, start at level 3 and then go your way down to 2, because otherwise you have just chilled out, relaxed, then you need to go all the way up. So when you've just chilled out and relaxed, going down is a lot easier. Also watch out with feeding the monkeys over there, because once you've given them something you cannot get rid of them anymore. For our next activity of the day we have doing the Mangrove Tour. The Mangrove Tour is a really cool tour that takes about 3 to 5 hours. They get you on a local boat. The local boat takes you onto the mangrove of Langkawi. Most of the time you start off with a bit of eagle feeding. Once you hopped on the boat, they will take you to a local restaurant. That local restaurant has some chicken skin or whatever, they will give it to you, and that chicken skin you are going to feed to the eagles. You won't be really feeding it out of your hand to the eagles, because you will be throwing it into the ocean, into the sea, and the eagles will see that from above and they will dive down into the water, and it's really spectacular. You cannot really see it very well on camera, but there are around 20 eagles roaming around, and for those of you that have been on Langkawi, Langkawi is famous for the eagles. It doesn't matter where you are, you can see the eagles from every side. Small tip, if you decide to go on the mangrove tour, make sure that you grab some bananas. You can either get them from the local shops at the boat guides, or you can just go to your fruit shops and get some bananas over there. You will be seeing a lot of monkeys in the mangrove tour, so it's just a really cool interaction that you get with the monkeys when you pull out a bag of bananas. One of the activities is also going to the crocodile cave. This is a cave that has the shape of a crocodile, as the locals say. We didn't really see a crocodile in it, but let me know in the comments if you saw something in it, because we didn't really saw anything. One of the coolest things during your tour is that they will also show you around a fish farm. During your tour at the fish farm they also allow you to pet and feed the stingrays, which is a really cool thing. They will show you around different kind of fish that they have, and if you would like to have some fish, there's also a restaurant connected to it that you can have fresh lobster and crab straight away from the sea. One of the last activities of the tour is going through the cave. The cave is a really small cave that you can walk around. It takes about 5 minutes. It has a couple of monkeys, so watch out with your stuff because they were trying to grab our bags. And after that you are going deeper into the geographic forest. They also say that they will take you snorkeling, but trust me, there isn't a lot of fish to see or coral anymore on Langkawi, so unfortunately the snorkeling isn't really the best, but it's really cool to just cool off and have a swim in the ocean. On number 5 we have one of our favorite spots, and that's the Gunung Raya. Gunung Raya is famous for being one of the highest mountains on Langkawi, and is really good to drive there yourself. If you are secure on a motorbike and feel safe driving a motorbike, definitely drive up there. Be careful, there will be a lot of monkeys, so don't be scared because that they're friendly. Just be careful with your stuff. Gunung Raya really gives you the 360 degrees around Langkawi, and it's really beautiful. Also for the sunrise or when the sun is setting down, really a place that you need to be visiting. Make sure that you go when the weather is good, because these days it can be raining a lot on Langkawi, so check that always out before you go. Did you know that Langkawi is also home to a legendary tales? According to some folklore, the island was created as a result of a curse. The story goes that a beautiful princess was wrongly accused of adultery and sentenced to death. As she was laying dead, she cursed the island for 7 generations, so Langkawi was missing some fortune with that. I'm not really joking because they have dedicated a full park to the folklore. In this park they have a lot of stories that they tell about those days, about the legends that used to live here and all the activities that they would be doing. It's also one of the activities that is free to do. You can just park your car next to it, walk in there, it's really beautiful. They do even have a beach over there. It's very quiet. We've been there a couple of times and every time there are not a lot of people, so one of the things that you cannot be missing. Pro tip from us, don't go here in the middle of the day because it can get really hot. On number 3 we have doing a temple run in Langkawi. Thean Hou Temple is one of the most beautiful temples that we have come across in our 2 years of traveling time. It's also a very new temple which is only 5 to 7 years old by now, but it's one of the most beautiful ones and has such a rich story behind it. So some really cool facts to know about this temple is that all the plates that you're seeing over there have been 3D printed and all the other ones have been really made out of carving. This is also a project that took them over 2 years to paint everything, and it was 10 different people that were doing the painting, and all the 10 people came from the same family. Really impressive. So something cool to know about this place as well is they started out around the 2009 and closely around the 2016, 2017 they finished with everything. Around the 2015 the temple has been made up, but they still need to do the painting and the artwork. And they did a really good job with the artwork. In a journey time we have seen a lot of temples by now, but this has to be one of the most beautiful ones that we have seen so far. All the paintings are just so fresh. There's very nice man. They're telling us about the history, about why they pray, about all the beliefs. And the beautiful thing is that I have 4 different beliefs also around the temple. So very respectful for the Muslims, the Buddhism, the Hindu people. They have a small temple for everyone. So it's not only really for the Buddhism, it's for everybody. In total, there are around the 5 to 7 temples that you can be visiting on Langkawi. 3 or 4 are in our opinion the most beautiful ones. There's also a Hindi temple which isn't really something really spectacular if you visited India. I've seen some of the bigger temples around there, but they have some beautiful Buddhist temples. And on number 2, I hear you guys thinking, why is it number 2 and not number 1? For me, that is a very easy reason, and that is because I'm not a really big fan of heights. So for those of you that are really a fan of heights and don't mind going into sky caps 100 meters above the ground, this is mostly the number 1 on your list. But I'm talking about nothing else, going to the Sky Nest, the Eagle Nest on Langkawi. You can just walk up to the park. There is a really cute and beautiful park also with a lot of monkeys. They say don't feed the monkeys, but it's really fun to do. But after the feeding you cannot get rid of them anymore. Also, you can just get your tickets out there at the shop. They have a couple of different packages, so make sure that you choose the right package because the Eagle Nest is not included in the basic package, and go there when it is really beautiful weather. Danique also went there when the weather wasn't that good, so they stopped the cable during the ride up, so she was around 20 minutes stuck in the sky cap, which for her wasn't really a bad thing, but if I would have been stuck into the sky cap, I wouldn't really be a big fan of that. Langkawi got some different types of monkeys over there. They have the black one with the white eyes. Those are the really friendly ones, and those you can just give some treats without any problems. They're not really aggressive, as you can see. They will just take the treats straight from your hands. Also be careful because once you feed one monkey, the group will come after that. On number 1, I have nothing else but visit the local market on Langkawi. And hear me out, because why is this number one, I hear you thinking. We've stayed for over a month on Langkawi, and every Friday night this is the largest market. It's every Friday from 5 p.m. till 9 to 10 p.m. Make sure to go there early, because if you go late, everything will be sold out. This market has everything that Malaysia has to offer, from the Malaysian typical drinks to the sweetness. And the beautiful thing is, once you get all your stuff, you can just pack it up and drive towards the nearest beach. The nearest beach is less than 2 to 3 minutes away, and that is why it's our favorite spot, because we always took Sarah, we took our snacks, and we would just picnic at the beach, which was really good. That's why this is our number one. So one of my biggest pro tips of being on Langkawi is that you go to the Friday night market that I just showed you, and all the nice things that you have bought, you get yourself a plate, get yourself some beach towels, and enjoy. This is what we do every Friday here. Sarah always loved the beach. If you guys wondering, is Langkawi pet friendly? 9 out of 10 places you can just take your dog with. They are pet friendly, and the best thing about this place is that you have beautiful view. And when it's not so cloudy, when it's a good day, you can see the sun setting down behind those mountains, and it is really one of the best things. And it's all for just a couple of euros that you can do it. Thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that thumbs up button, and we will see you next time.